In the first minute of my first dive in the Lembe Strait and later at Bunaken, I saw these cephalopod egg sacs, and I knew I was likely to be seeing some strange creatures. I tried to look closely at the eggs. I knew that these were not octopus eggs, which are typically laid individually on ledges and cared for by a female. I later found out that these gelatinous masses were most likely from a variety of species of squid. I soon learned that chasing octopuses around was not the way to observe them, but I learned that they pretty much come to you. I can't help but be amazed that this mimic octopus saw me, stood his ground, and seemed to make eye contact. I found it quite unnerving at first, then almost friendly and even curious. The mimic octopus is known for its skill at masquerading as many creatures, including other octopuses, fish, and even sea snakes. As I admired the gorgeous color and shape of this creature, I realized that we are so used to using shape, color, and texture to identify marine organisms. It's no wonder that identification of cephalopods is so difficult, and so many are still classified simply as Octopus sp. Again, and I almost feel silly suggesting it, but after a while, I swear I thought this white octopus wanted to shake hands with me. This Cuttlefish's attitude was quite indifferent at first. Then he decided to leave, and then changed his mind, came back, and settled back down. He flashed some paler colors and smoother skin, as if to shrug it all off, like the sand on its back. And he relaxed again and let me have a much closer look. This unmistakably flamboyant cuttlefish, just a few centimeters long, seemed to be very busy exploring, above, around, and below him. Not particularly fazed by buffeting currents. And then he found prey and struck in a flash. Without a doubt, the tiniest cephalopods are the cutest. Some of these adults are just small, about the size of a fingertip. Others are juveniles. They blend in, or simply hide among corals and crinoids, sometimes solo, or sometimes in pairs. Most cephalopods pose no hazard to divers. Others are potentially lethal. Perhaps the most famous and easily recognized octopus, as this model suggests, that can do us real harm, even cause death, is the blue-ring octopus. They are quite common in the Lembe Strait. They put on displays that seem to warn intruders that they are dangerous. but they are certainly not aggressive. We've been educated to be wary of anthropomorphism, that is, assigning non-humans any characteristics that are considered exclusively human, especially invertebrates. But I think that the research over the last 50 years or so forces us to amend that rule. For example, today it is much more acceptable to identify animal behaviors such as the use of tools, curiosity, playing, and just having fun. This makes it very hard to deny that animals' behavior may really be explained in these formerly human terms. I am sure that these creatures have a lot more to tell us. For that reason, the coconut octopus may be the most entertaining of all. They appear out of or around their shell, take an active interest in all the divers that visit, even seem to perform tricks with their shell and showed no fear. As I moved to within a few centimeters of this octopus, he did change to a much darker color, almost black. When I backed up, he changed to a more passive-looking pale, and then dark again when I approached, and then light when I retreated. Clearly, this group of marine creatures have so much more to teach us, and where better than in North Sulawesi. Thanks very much for watching.